let us discuss some more extra questions from the chapter Indigo. First of all, I'm going to discuss the short questions like, why do you think Gandhiji considered the Champaran episode to be a turning point? If you just remember, somewhere in the chapter, Gandhiji himself told that it was a turning point in my life. Champaran episode was a turning point. Why? So, actually, you remember, Rajkumar Shukla has just come to get the help from Mahatma Gandhi regarding the problem of sharecroppers. So, what began as an attempt to fight injustice against the helpless peasants, it has turned out to be Gandhiji's loud and clear announcement that Britishers can't order him in his own country. It is it initiated the weak and mute masses because they were not able to put their cases in court. They were like mute, dumb masses, dumb mob into courage. Mahatma Gandhi has given courage to these people. The episode established the efficacy of cooperation, non-cooperation, and as means of fighting injustice. When you don't cooperate with anybody, it means you are fighting against injustice, and hence proved to be a turning point in Gandhiji's life. So, mention the facts that compelled Gandhiji to decide to urge the departure of Britishers for India. Actually, the author visited ashram of Gandhiji. uh, he explained to Gandhiji that in 1917 it came to his mind to urge the departure of the Britishers. In December 1916, Gandhiji had gone to attend the annual convention of the Indian National Congress in Lucknow, and only there Rajkumar Shukla, poor sharecropper from Champaran, came to complain Gandhi about the injustice of the landlord in Bihar. So at this moment he went there and saw the poor peasants in pitiable condition. Then he thought that Britishers should leave India. How did civil disobedience triumph the first time in modern India? You remember when in Motihari, the in the court trial, the magistrate said that he would not deliver the judgment for several days. Gandhiji was allowed to remain free, but several days later, the written communication from the magistrate informed Gandhi that the lieutenant governor of the area had ordered the case to be dropped. So it was just civil disobedience that triumphed, that won this war for the first time. Freedom from fear is more important than legal justice for the poor. This was said by Mahatma Gandhi in the chapter. So you have to comment on this question. Getting the justice in single specific episode would have resulted in limited short-term benefits. If they fight the case in court and they won, it was just a short-term benefit. But getting over continued fear of the oppressors, as in the case of Champaran episode, brought about a permanent attitudinal change that helped the farmers face life boldly. This episode told the poor farmers courage, that they have their defendants, they have their rights to ask. Why did Gandhiji object to C.F. Andrews' stay in Champaran? Gandhiji very strongly opposed this idea of the lawyers to keep Andrew towards their side to fight against the Britishers, because Charles Fred Andrew was himself a Britisher. No doubt he was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi, but he himself was a Britisher. So Mahatma Gandhi thought it's not good to take the help of a Britisher to fight against the Britishers. So it shows the weakness of their mind. that they want the shelter, they want protection, they want the help from the Britishers to fight against them. So he strongly objected it. Now let us discuss some long questions. Such type of questions may be asked in the exam. What was the dispute? That is a long question. So thinking about from the story right from the beginning, what was the dispute between the landlords and the Champaran peasants? What role did Gandhiji play in resolving this dispute successfully? So in this you are to explain the whole episode when Rajkumar Shukla met Gandhiji, took him to Champaran, to Bihar, to Champaran, and then they went to Motihari. What happened there? The problem which the sharecropper were facing was about indigo, because they were forced to plant indigo on 1/15th of their holdings, and they are to hand over the entire indigo crop to the Britishers as the rent. They are the Indians, they are the owner of the land. Britishers rule over India, and now the owner, they are working like the tenants on their own land, and that too they have to forcefully plant 15% of their holding with indigo, because that barrens the land. After one go, next year you can't plant anything on that area where you plant indigo for once. So this was the Eksam agreement, and with this problem Shukla wanted the help of Mahatma Gandhi. So first Mahatma Gandhi taught the courage to the peasants, that they have their rights, they have their defendants, they need not to go to the courts for such cases. This way you can explain your answer. Next is what were the steps taken by Gandhiji to solve the problems of social and cultural backwardness in villages of Champaran? If you just remember towards the end of the chapter, when this problem was solved, then Mahatma Gandhi asked for the compensation. He agreed to get the 25% money back from the landlords, because money was not important at that time. But then he felt that the social and cultural condition of the Champaran villagers is very bad, very miserable. People don't know about the personal cleanliness and all that. So Gandhi tried to do something. In order to provide education, he appealed some of the teachers. His two new young pupils, Mahadev Desai, Narhari Parekh, with their wives, they offered their services. 5 primary schools were opened in the nearby villages. Even Kasturba Gandhi, his youngest son Devdas, they also came from ashram to help these people. A doctor volunteered his services for 6 months there. Castor oil, quinine, and sulfur ointment, such treatments were provided to the people there suffering from different diseases. Kasturba Gandhi taught the rules of personal hygiene and all that, and how they can keep the surrounding area neat and clean. So in this way we can say that Mahatma Gandhi has taken a step to improve the backward and cultural backwardness in the villages of Champaran. Next I am going to start with some MCQ questions, which this time you are going to get in your board exam for 1 mark only. MCQ questions will be there. So I am giving you the list. When did Gandhiji go to Lucknow? 4 options are given to you. What was the name of the peasant from Champaran? Again 4 names are given to you. You have to select the best option. Who received Gandhi at Muzaffarpur station? Then what did the peasants of Champaran grow? After Tirhat, where did Gandhi